Hi friends, I'm Pavani. So, I'm here to give you a presentation on nucleophilic substitution reaction in haloarenes and haloalkanes. So, when I say this concept, you may get many doubts or many questions. What are haloarenes and haloalkanes? What is the nucleophilic substitution reaction? So, you feel a bit interesting, right? Come on, let's get into the concept. Okay friends, first let's see what is a nucleophilic substitution reaction. We already know what is a substitution reaction. Then what is a nucleophilic substitution reaction? When a substitution reaction is initiated with a nucleophile, it is known as nucleophilic substitution reaction. So now let's see what are haloalkanes and what are haloarenes. Haloalkanes is nothing but when a halogen atom is attached to an alkyl group, it is known as haloalkanes. Here the alkyl group is indicated as R. In haloarenes, when an halogen atom is attached to an aromatic group, it is known as haloarenes. Here aromatic group are indicated as AR. In haloalkanes, there are two types of nucleophilic substitution reaction, SN1 and SN2. In haloarenes, there are two types of nucleophilic substitution reaction, SN1 and SN2, but here SN1 is not possible because there is no formation of carbocation. SN2 possibilities are there, but they are less reactive due to these following reasons. First is resonance effect. The next one is difference in hybridization of carbon atom in CX bond. And the third one is instability of phenyl cation, that is C6H5+. The last one is repulsion. So next is SN2 reaction. Let's see about SN2 reaction now. First, OH minus is the nucleophile here. So second one is the general reaction. The general reaction in SN2 is RCH2X plus KOH gives RCH2OH plus KX. So I have given an example for this SN2 reaction. You may see what is that compound which is covered by a square bracket. It is a transition complex, which is an unstable compound. So here the Cl minus is the leaving group. And next the nucleophile attacks at the back side of the compound. Therefore there is a change in geometry. It is a single step reaction. You may observe it. It is a single step reaction. So next one is the rate of reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of both the reactants. Therefore it is second order. In SN2 the 2 indicates for the second order. And next, no polar solvent is influenced here. So now you got a clearance in SN2, am I right? SN2 is nothing but the 2 indicates for the second order, and SN is the nucleophilic substitution reaction. So it is nothing but a nucleophilic substitution reaction occurs in second order. In the previous slide we saw about SN2 reaction. Now let's see about SN1 reaction. In SN1 reaction, the nucleophile is OH minus. The general reaction here is R3CX plus KOH. In the presence of polar solvent, it gives R3COH plus KX. So I have given an example here. The tertiary butyl bromide, when reacted with a nucleophile OH minus, it forms tertiary butyl alcohol and a bromide anion. Here the bromide anion, that is Br minus, is the leaving group. In SN1 reaction, both side attack happens. Therefore, no change in geometry. SN1 reaction is based on two steps. First step, the formation of carbocation in the presence of polar solvent. The next step is the carbocation, when reacted with nucleophile, it gives tertiary butyl alcohol. The next one is the rate of reaction is directly proportional to tertiary butyl bromide. Therefore, the order of the reaction is 1. The SN1 reaction is influenced by polar solvent like water, alcohol, etc. I hope now you would have got a clearance about SN1 reaction. So, what is a SN1 reaction? Here, 1 indicates the order of the reaction, first order. SN indicates the nucleophilic substitution reaction. So, SN1 reaction means nucleophilic substitution, first order reaction. So far, we have discussed about SN1 and SN2 reaction as a whole. So, as recapping, now let's do a comparative study of SN1 and SN2 reaction. Okay, first in SN1 reaction, the general reaction is R3CX plus KOH in the presence of polar solvent gives R3COH plus KX. In SN2, the general reaction is RCH2X plus KOH gives RCH2OH plus KX. In SN1, both side attack undergoes, therefore no change in geometry, but in SN2 reaction, backside attack, therefore there is a change in geometry observed. Here, in SN1 reaction, it undergoes 2 steps, but in SN2 only single step. SN1 is a first order, SN2 is second order. So if you can't remember SN1 is 2 steps, SN2 is single step, or first order or second order, you can keep this in mind. SN1 means 1 indicates for the first order. First order means 2 steps. SN2 2 indicates for the second order. Second order means single step. So it makes you to remember easy. The next point, it is influenced by polar solvent, that is SN1 reaction. SN2 reaction, no polar solvent is influenced. Nucleophilic substitution in haloarenes. SN1 reaction has no possibilities in haloarenes because they do not form carbocation. In SN2 reaction, there are possibilities, but they are less reactive than haloalkanes due to these 4 reasons: resonance effect, difference in hybridization, instability of phenyl cation, and repulsion. In the previous slide, we saw about the 4 reasons. So let's see about the first reason here, resonance effect. What is resonance effect? It is the phenomenon of delocalization of pi electrons. So here is the structure of the resonance effect. You can see the delocalization of pi electrons here. Here the first point is the electron pair on the halogen atom are in conjugation with pi electrons. So what is conjugation? Alternative double bond. And the CCl bond acquires a partial double bond character. This is one of the important points. It acquires a partial double bond character due to the resonance effect. Difference in the hybridization of carbon atom in CX bond in haloarenes and haloalkanes. In haloarenes, they are sp2 hybridized. Haloalkanes are sp3 hybridized. S character increases in haloarenes but decreases in haloalkanes. Electronegativity increases in haloarenes and decreases in haloalkanes. Electrons in CX bond are tightly bounded in haloarenes, but they are not tightly bounded in haloalkanes. The bond length is smaller, that is 169 picometer in haloarenes, but the bond length is greater in haloalkanes, that is 177 picometer. Therefore, haloarenes are difficult to break the bond. But in haloalkanes, it is easier to break the bond as the bond length is more. Next, instability of phenyl cation. Phenyl cation undergoes self-ionization and it will not be stabilized by resonance effect. The last but not the least one, is repulsion. The phenyl group here, that is C6H5, is electron rich. The nucleophile is also electron rich. As we already know, like charges repel. When they both approach each other, they repel. Okay friends, we came to the end of the concept now. So it's time to recall whatever we have learned throughout the concept. First, nucleophilic substitution reaction in haloalkanes, that is RX. In this we have seen two types of reaction, SN1 and SN2. So now I want to give you some additional information about SN1 and SN2 for problem solving. The order of halogen here is fluorine attached to an alkyl group is lesser than chlorine attached to an alkyl group is lesser than bromine is lesser than iodine. This is the order of halogen here. So through this we can answer many reasoning questions. The next one is nucleophilic substitution reaction in haloarenes, that is ARX. Here also we have seen about two types of reaction, SN1 and SN2. Here SN1 reaction does not take place because no formation of carbocation. SN2 reaction are possible, but it is less reactive than haloalkanes due to the following four reasons: resonance effect, difference in hybridization of carbon atom in CX bond, instability of C6H5 plus, that is phenyl cation, and the last one is repulsion. Okay guys, let's end this video with a challenging question. Which of the following compound undergoes faster SN2 reaction? In first subdivision, 2-chloro-2-methyl propane and 3-chloropentane. In second subdivision, 2-chloroheptane and 1-chlorohexane. Try to solve this question. I hope this video would have been useful to you. Thanks for watching.